it snowed again. It doesn't seem to bother the dog. He seems to like it. No matter, right? It's just more to run through. But it's below freezing and the wind is gale force. And gee, this isn't any fun. But we'll do our best. Right? So, some of you may have heard about the State of the Union address last night in the United States. Some of you may have even suffered and tuned in. I did not. I boycotted that. And I decided that I would just get the reports afterwards, some of the takeaways. We had some protest things going on. I'm glad for that. You know, I think that's important to do. One of the things that Trump is doing now is he's queuing up ideas in the GOP that it's okay to go after Social Security. For those of you who are not in the United States, this has been the social safety net that's been in place for decades. It's the most popular program for retired persons and people who are vulnerable in the United States, in the history of the nation. It's been wildly successful and it's been very effective. It's been tweaked as they've gone to make it work. The ultimate goal is to actually privatize it. They want to privatize it because they want insurance companies to get in the mix, just like they've been in our healthcare, to grift from this. So instead of a fund where it goes in, there's administrators and it goes out. They want to, quote, manage it, managed care. So the middle people walk away with their billions. It's a thinly veiled project. So that's what they're about. So Trump queued this up in the State of the Union. And the way that they do it is to suggest or hint that there's massive fraud and massive waste. And it's been a disaster. Oh, it's been awful. You know, it's been terrible. And we've got to fix it somehow. How do we fix this thing? Well, the truth of the matter is, it needs to be tweaked and managed, but not destroyed. They want to take it down. And so what are they doing right now through Doge and Elon Musk? They're going inside of the Social Security Administration, and they are dismantling it. They are removing more and more employees. And by the way, the super rich want that kind of thing to happen. They want to have it collapse. They're trying to cripple it so that it doesn't function. So you see, it's kind of like with public education. You cripple it and then you say, oh my God, the educational system isn't working, right? After you cripple it. Well, that's what they're doing with Social Security right now. They're going to try to cripple it. So this is what's going on. And so I'm just walking down a street in my little town, just following the dog around. And look at this. We're coming up to public housing right here. This is subsidized. And do you know who lives here? These are all little apartments. They're like single bedroom, 2-bedroom little places, a kitchenette, tiny living room. This is subsidized housing. You know who lives here? The elderly and those on disabilities. It's really a treasured thing in our community. Guess what they live on? They live on Social Security. Most of them have Medicare for their medical because they're retired. They're over 65. But they live on Social Security. That's right. It's right here. When they screw with Social Security, they will absolutely be screwing these people over. This is not imaginary. This is real. And guess what? The people that are doing this don't care. I'm telling you right now, they do not care. Guess how many people are on Social Security in our country? 70 million. 70 million. But they don't care. What are they going to do instead? They're going to pass a tax break of $4 trillion for the hyper wealthy instead of these people right here. Do you see this housing? Elderly and disabled live here. Do you see this? They do not give a damn about these people, but they're going to enrich the super wealthy. That's what they're about. Trump voters, this is what you voted for. If you voted for him, you did this. If you sat the election out, you did this. You did this. Now, we can turn around, and when a dictatorship and an oligarchy is trying to get its foothold, you have to dismantle that effort at the beginning. You cannot wait. It has to be done quickly. Now is the time to do it. Now is the time to resist. Do not wait. Do not wait. Here you go. See these people? They do not give a damn about them. Remember that as they pass their tax bill for the super wealthy.